up here. Our country is full.
There are many issues with the immigration policies of the Trump administration. Among its major actions on immigration during 2017, the administration banned nationals of 8 countries, most majority Muslim, from entering the United States. This included Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen from entering the U.S. It also covered travelers from North Korea and certain government officials from Venezuela.
It affects our family at home. We are Libyans and Libya was on the list. And so any family or any relatives that are there that can't come over here anymore for any educational purposes, looking for a better life, looking for a better job.
The administration reduced refugee admissions to the lowest level since the resettlement program was created in 1980.
The Refugee Act of 1980 created the Federal Refugee Resettlement Program to provide for the effective resettlement of refugees and to assist them to achieve economic self-sufficiency as quickly as possible after arrival in the United States.
It also reversed the decline in arrests of unauthorized immigrants in the U.S. Interior that had occurred during the last 2 years of the Obama administration.
Yes, I believe that the U.S. government should allow illegal immigrants to become U.S. citizens because the illegal immigrants of the United States are the backbone of this country. Without them, we would be in what I would like to think as an economic collapse because they hold the jobs that other people do not want. They are willing to go the extra mile to provide for their family because they believed in that American dream that was very big, and they come here looking for that dream, and they somehow get that dream, and they do the things that we ordinary American citizens, American-born people, do not believe or do not want to do. They make America America. Without them, there is no America, because America is one of the biggest melting pots in the entire world. So if we don't have these people coming into our country, then we are not what America stands for, what America is. So I believe that illegal immigrants should become American citizens.
Yes. Why? I think it's the story of the United States, and immigrants are building this country and doing all the work that Americans don't want to do. And they've been here, their children are here, their families are here. I think it's humane.
I think that the Trump administration should allow illegal immigrants to become U.S. citizens. I think that they can do a series of background checks and see if they're fully liable to become U.S. citizens. I don't think that they should just judge a whole group of illegal immigrants and just say no, they can't become U.S. citizens. I think it would depend on their background and their history to see if they would be a citizen or not.
It also canceled the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals (DACA) program, which is currently providing work authorization and temporary relief from deportation to approximately 690,000 unauthorized immigrants brought to the United States as children.
Inside a federal prison before. I've been inside several county jails. This place is called a shelter, but effectively these kids are incarcerated. There are 1,400 of them, over 1,400 of them, that are spending not weeks, months inside this place. They're not actually literally in cages or in cells, but I kid you not, one of the first things an employee of the shelter said to me is, when we walked inside, can you try to smile at these kids? Because it's weird to see people from the outside. They feel like animals locked up in cages being looked at. It was an extraordinary thing to see.
I mean, canceling DACA puts a lot of people at a disadvantage, especially because people who came here illegally usually don't have the funds to support themselves or other people in their families. So a lot of the time it's really one of the few things actually helping them, especially because they can't qualify for other things since they're not legal immigrants. So I think that it's not a step in the right direction.
think that legal and illegal immigrants should have equal opportunities or rights at some level, but at the same time, let's say an illegal stays illegal because they do crimes or they know they can't become legal immigrants, so that there's like that gray area.
The immigration policies of the Trump administration are very much like nativism. Nativism is the political policy of promoting the interests of native inhabitants against those of immigrants, including by supporting immigration restriction measures. After World War I, many devastated Europeans were seeking refuge in other parts of the world. Many of them tried to come to the United States. As with all other major waves of new immigrants, came the resurgence of nativism. Many immigrants coming into the U.S. in the 1920s were Jewish or Catholic, and these people became new targets of the increasingly popular nativist group of the time, the KKK. Discriminatory immigration policies aimed at Southern and Eastern Europeans figured into the quota-based policies of the 1920s. With the passage of the Immigration Act of 1924, also known as the Johnson-Reed Act, the U.S. used restrictive immigration policies in the 1920s on foreign-born European nationalities. This relates to immigration today, as many Hispanics, like Irish immigrants, often enter the workforce at the bottom of the occupational ladder and take on the menial and dangerous jobs that are often avoided by other workers.
I think the policies are really dumb. He forgets that Hispanics were here first and America is not original, but made up of all kinds of different races.
I believe that immigration makes America great and that the current policy could be improved, but American progress as a people and as a country depends on welcoming foreigners.
Because we are fighting for the long-standing principle and the long-standing progressive principle that the people who build this country stay in this country, and we are part of the long fight for the people whose hands have built this country be honored and respected in the United States of America.